BBC tulia kidogo, tulia. Now, what transpired today is that the former CS for Interior was invaded with a garrison or a battalion of unidentified people from the security apparatus of this country, either EACC, either KWS, either the police. We were summoned immediately, and upon us arriving with more than 200 advocates, we sought to the same people to identify themselves. They could not be able to identify themselves. We sought for the reason as to how they have invaded the CS's place. There was no search warrant. There was no warrant of arrest. There's no reason known in law for them to invade a private property. Out of that, we cordoned the CS, took him to a place of safety within his house, and I can confirm to every citizen of this country and the whole world that CS Dr. Fred Matiangi, former CS for Interior in charge of the police, is safe, is alive. Though our client is apprehensive that such types of unannounced attack might be, one, to frame him, bring guns and put him here, say he's a terrorist. Two, get foreign currency deposited here that is involved in illicit trade of foreign currency. Three, put trophies. Karen is near the national park. They can get trophies of rhinoceros, put it there. Whatever type of offense that will ensure that the CS is not allowed to enjoy his freedom. We have reason to believe that this is not an accidental issue, considering that his security detail was downgraded just the other day. We strongly believe that this is not going to be the first, nor is it going to be the last, considering that almost the old cabinet, starting from His Excellency the President, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, and downwards to the whole cabinet, their security was downgraded. We are worried. We are worried as a country that the rule of the jungle is back. This is not what Kenyans fought for. We are taking firm instructions, starting from retired President Uhuru Kenyatta to the cabinet ministers who are no longer in office, to move to court with speed tomorrow to seek for anticipatory bail. Our clients are ready to present themselves to any police station. They'll be required to present themselves. They are law-abiding citizens. They have not been summoned and they have refused to appear, and therefore their lives are in danger. We are urging the citizens on behalf of the CS Matiangi to be calm, but to be on the lookout. We are urging the whole country and the whole world to be observant the unfolding events. The former CS for Education's funeral service is tomorrow. We have a very strong belief that this type of commando attacks are aimed to scare the former cabinet secretaries from attending the funeral service of Professor Magwa or attending the final rites. We believe and strongly believe that this country must be governed by the rule of law. We are ready and willing to present CS Matiangi to any police station of this country. The CS Matiangi is not avoiding the rule of law. If he has committed an offense known by the law, Mr. Nyaberi will deal with a procedure that they should follow when they want to get Mr. Matiangi. Remember, the CS is one of the most illustrious Kenyans who discharged his mandate within the law. If ever he did anything wrong, let him face the full force of the law, but within the parameters provided for by the Constitution and the relevant statutory provisions on dealing with investigations. But the last issue is that we have very firm instructions to put to the nation and to the whole world that the CS is completely devastated and worried about his safety, worried about his life, worried about his children, worried about his family, and worried about the totality of the properties he owned or he is owning. That's all. Okay. The police when we arrived, the police officers took to safety. Meaning? As we are talking, Matiangi's home, there are 200 advocates. The home, but we are not in control of all these fences you can see. And this is a national park. There might be 10,000 police officers around here. But I'll tell Kenyans that within Matiangi's home, he has been joined by his former cabinet ministers. He has been joined by the right Prime Minister Raila Odinga. He has been joined by very many of President Uhuru's former government officers. But more than that, we are 200 advocates in charge and protecting the CS. We'll drive out with him tomorrow, take him to the nearest police station, then they can lock him and take him to court. So actually there are no officers at the home? As we are saying, a home is as wide as what we cannot be able to say. What I'm only confirming to the citizens that the CS is safe, protected by 200 officers, 200 advocates surrounding him. The police, we cannot know undercover police operations, how they are done. But for now, the CS is safe, and if there is any cause of alarm, the two advocates leading his defense team, we are at liberty anytime. We'll tell you if the life of the CS is at risk.
So it's going to be a vigil?
It's a vigil. It's a serious national vigil. The vigil that used to happen from 1978 to the year 2002. We are back at that time.
Do you see this as a harassment?
It is completely harassment. It is completely witch hunt. It is completely political. It is completely baseless. If there was any criminal mistake Matiangi would have done, Mr. Nyaberi will tell you the procedure of how any suspicion by an investigator shall be dealt with. Mr. Nyaberi.
The former Interior Cabinet Secretary, maybe you tell us what is happening at the home of the former Interior Cabinet Secretary.
What we are seeing, we've never seen it anywhere. CS Matiangi worked for this country for 10 years. Anybody wanting to arrest Matiangi without a search warrant, any government that wants to intimidate our clients, it cannot be acceptable. I have been here with all this team of advocates, waiting to see the policemen who want to arrest Matiangi. More than 2,000 police officers have been dispatched to arrest his statement. And we will remain steadfast to defend our client. As I've said, more than 200 advocates are surrounding Matiangi, and we are ready, all of us, to be arrested, so long as Matiangi's life is safe. That's the position. But I will assure every Kenyan and everybody in the whole world that we need this country to be put to check. We can't bring a country down The pillars of democracy, the pillars of civility must be respected.
Thank you, Kelly. Honorable Prime Minister.
I want to tell the nation this. This year is safe. We've left him in the safe hands of the advocates who are in, members of parliament, his former colleagues in cabinet, and we are here now to tell the nation what instructions we have in terms of what happens from tomorrow onwards. If indeed the police wanted the CS, they ought to have either gone to court and applied under Ms. Lina's application that they want to investigate him on particular aspects that they are investigating on. That did not happen. We have not seen any summons. We have not seen any warrants to raid his place and cut away whatever properties that they have to cut away. But that has to come through a court order. Now, they are not been in existence of any court order, then it means we are going to a banana kind of republic where you do things at one's whims, that an order is issued, go arrest. So going forward is we have these firm instructions to move the court tomorrow because we must respect the rule of law. We're going to court tomorrow for anticipatory bail, including, because we are told there are pockets of information that we have that the entire cabinet, including the former president, are going to be swept in this raid. So what are we telling the world? We are telling the world that the country has gone back into the dark days, when things used to happen in a manner that one cannot explain about. Now, if then they wanted to have the CS attend to any police station or any institution, including EACC, because I'm told the EACC hand is there, and any other multi-agency involved, the best they could have done is to ask him to present himself at a particular time and see an officer who is responsible in terms of the investigations they are undertaking. That has not happened. So as we speak, we do not know. We are shooting. It's something that we do not know what really is happening to Mahesh, to the CS, because he has not been told to go to any officer, either EACC or any other multi-agency team that is investigating, for him to get that kind of information that they are seeking for. So it is, sitting back in limbo, not knowing what to do and not knowing who is coming to raid. But all we must say is this: if they wanted anything, they had all the time during day that they had to do whatever they had to do. Remember, as Omari has said, this is in the dead of the night. Anything is possible, anything is capable of being done, including planting issues, even cannabis, which comes from the southern part of this country, where we are told, they can even plant cannabis at this place, because this is a pure case of witch hunt. So all we are saying is that let the law be followed, and that is the thing. The Constitution is there. It is clear in terms of the rights and aspects of any institution that wants to investigate on the CS or any other person, not being the CS himself, that they proceed to do issues to do with the laid down procedures on how investigations are conducted. So we are here. We'll keep vigil. We will also ask for those of our colleagues who have been calling to come and keep vigil with us, because we have now formed formations. There are others. There are some other advocates who are now going back to the office to do the applications, because this must get to court tomorrow first thing morning. Yes.